Hello, welcome back, and have a good Monday, have a good new week. It's 11 a.m. In a few minutes. I'd like to read about Windows XP, but let's close my doors. Need to get the heating back on. So, but recording something late evening about PC hardware, so I don't have this camcorder is not fully charged. This let's close. So it's just another grey day, grey and cold winter day in Denmark, but it will be like that the next many weeks. When the weather is like this, it will just continue weeks after weeks after weeks. Just grey, no sunlight. It's a bit depressing, but this is how the winter is in my country. So it's like dark like this next many many weeks, like the next 20 weeks. So you need to have something you like to do in the winter if you're living in up north. And my country Denmark is even not, that's the south part of Scandinavian, so even more north up there. Like Oslo, there's more dark. But they have some long bright summers. But I still need to have the heating on, but I can't see anything because it's too really dark. To put a lamp on. Yes, I need to wait because I need some light. I cannot see in the dark. Yes, because I'm using the charger to this camcorder. This charger is in this electric plug there, so I cannot see anything. And I need to put the light on there. No, not the light, the heating. Yes, have to check because many times I forget to put the heating back on. So, but I think I did it, but I'm free. I have to check it again because I start to forget it. Like I'm getting fresh air in my apartment in the morning, then I forget to take the heating off. Or if the heating is off, I forget to put it on. So I have to take a walk now and look all my radiators to be sure. There's heating on there. Yes, The heating is on everywhere. I need a minute to do myself ready. And alarm clock is on. I have to check my cell phone. Yes, let's get started. I do this because I like to read about it myself. I had a computer long time ago with Windows XP, but that's so many years ago I not really remember. That's like 15 years ago. More than 15 years ago. No, that's
Windows XP. Windows XP version of the Windows NT operating system. Windows XP logo and wordmark.png. Windows XP Luna.png. Screenshot of Windows XP running the Luna visual style, showing the start menu, taskbar and my computer window. Developer Microsoft source model closed source. Source available through Shared Source Initiative. 1. Released to manufacturing August 24, 2001. 2. General availability October 25, 2001. 2. Final release Service Pack 3, 5.1.2006.5512 /April 21, 2008. 3. Marketing Target Consumer and Business Update Method. Windows Update. Windows Server Update Services, SYS. System Center Configuration Manager, SCCM. Platforms IA32, x86-64, and Titanium. Windows XP is a major release of Microsoft's Windows NT operating system. It was released to manufacturing on the 24th of August, 2001. And later to retail on the 25th of October, 2001. It is a direct upgrade to its predecessors, Windows 2000 for high-end and business users and Windows ME for home users, available for any devices running Windows NT 4.0, Windows 98, Windows 2000 and Windows ME that meet the new Windows XP system requirements. Development of Windows XP began in the late 1990s under the codename Neptune, built on the Windows NT kernel explicitly intended for mainstream consumer use. An updated version of Windows 2000 was also initially planned for the business market. However, in January 2000, both projects were scrapped in favor of Async-OS codenamed Whistler, which would serve as a single platform for both consumer and business markets. As a result, Windows XP is the first consumer edition of Windows not based on the Windows 95 kernel and MS-DOS. Windows XP removed support for PC98, i486 and SGI Visual Workstation 320 and 540 and will only run on 32-bit x86 CPUs and devices which use BIOS firmware. Upon its release, Windows XP received critical acclaim, noting increased performance and stability, especially compared to Windows ME, a more intuitive user interface, improved hardware support, and expanded multimedia capabilities. Windows XP and Windows Server 2003 were succeeded by Windows Vista and Windows Server 2008, released in 2007 and 2008, respectively. Mainstream support for Windows XP ended on April 14, 2009, and extended support ended on April 8, 2014. After that, the operating system ceased receiving further support. Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009, based on Windows XP Professional, received security updates until April 2019. After that, unofficial methods were made available to apply the updates to other editions of Windows XP. Still, Microsoft discouraged his practice, citing incompatibility issues. 9. However, over 3 years from the end of all Microsoft support, September 2022, the majority of PCs in some countries, such as Armenia, still appeared to be kernel type hybrid, NT, userland Windows API, NTVDM, IA32 only, SFU. License proprietary commercial software preceded by Windows 2000, 1999. Windows ME, 2000. Succeeded by Windows Vista, 2007. Official website Windows XP, archived at Wayback Machine. Support status: all editions except Windows XP Embedded, Windows XP 64-bit edition, Windows Embedded 4 Point of Service, Windows Embedded Standard 2009 and Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009. Mainstream support ended on the 14th of April, 2009, 4. Extended support ended on April the 8th, 2014, 4. Windows XP 64-bit edition unsupported as of the 30th of June, 2005, 5. Windows XP Embedded mainstream support ended on January 11, 2011, 4. Extended support ended on January 12, 2016, 4. Windows Embedded 4 Point of Service mainstream support ended on the 12th of April, 2011, 6. Extended support ended on the 12th of April, 2016, 6. Windows Embedded Standard 2009 mainstream support ended on January 14, 2014, 7. Extended support ended on January the 8th, 2019, 7. Running on Windows XP. 10. As of September 2022 globally, just 0.39% of Windows PCs, 11, and 0.1% of all devices across all platforms continue to run Windows XP. Contents. Development release. New and updated features: user interface, infrastructure, networking and internet functionality, backwards compatibility, other features, removed features, additions, Service Packs: Service Pack 1, Service Pack 2, Service Pack 3, System Requirements Notes, Physical Memory Limits, Processor Limits, Upgradability, Support Life Cycle, End of Support, Reception Market Share, Source Code Leak. See also References, Further reading, External links. Development. In the late 1990s, initial development of what would become Windows XP was focused on two individual products: Odyssey, which was reportedly intended to succeed the future Windows 2000, and Neptune. Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009 mainstream support ended on April the 8th, 2014, 8. Extended support ended on April the 9th, 2019, 8. Which was reportedly a consumer-oriented operating system using the Windows NT architecture, succeeding MS-DOS-based Windows 98.12. However, the projects proved to be too ambitious. In January 2000, shortly prior to the official release of Windows 2000, technology writer Paul Thurrott reported that Microsoft had shelved both Neptune and Odyssey in favor of a new product codenamed Whistler, named after Whistler, British Columbia, as many Microsoft employees skied at the Whistler Blackcomb Ski Resort. 13. The goal of Whistler was to unify both the consumer and business-oriented Windows lines under a single Windows NT platform. Thurrott stated that Neptune had become a black hole when all the features that were cut from Windows ME were simply retagged as Neptune features. And since Neptune and Odyssey would be based on the same codebase anyway, it made sense to combine them into a single project. 14. At PDC on the 13th of July, 2000, Microsoft announced that Whistler would be released during the second half of 2001, and also unveiled the first preview build, 2250, which featured an early implementation of Windows XP's visual style system and interface changes to Windows Explorer and the control panel. 15. Microsoft released the first public beta build of Whistler, build 2296, on the 31st of October, 2000. Subsequent builds gradually introduced features that users of the release version of Windows XP would recognize, such as Internet Explorer 6.0, the Microsoft Product Activation System and the Bliss Desktop Background. 16. Whistler was officially unveiled during a media event on the 5th of February, 2001, under the name Windows XP, where XP stands for Experience. 17. Release. In June 2001, Microsoft indicated that it was planning to spend at least $1 billion on marketing and promoting Windows XP, in conjunction with Intel and other PC makers. 18. The theme of the campaign, Yes You Can, was designed to emphasize the platform's overall capabilities. Microsoft had originally planned to use the slogan Prepare to Fly, but it was replaced because of sensitivity issues in the wake of the 11th of September attacks. 19. On the 24th of August, 2001, Windows XP Build 2600 was released to manufacturing, RTM. During a ceremonial media event at Microsoft Redmond campus, copies of the RTM build were given to representatives of several major PC manufacturers in briefcases, who then flew off on decorated helicopters. While peak manufacturers would be able to release devices running XP beginning on the 24th of September, 2001, XP was expected to reach general retail availability on the 25th of October, 2001. On the same day, Microsoft also announced the final retail pricing of XP's two main editions, Home, as a replacement for Windows ME for home computing, and Professional, as a replacement for Windows 2000 for high-end users. 20. New and updated features. User interface. While retaining some similarities to previous versions, Windows XP's interface was overhauled with a new visual appearance, with an increased use of alpha compositing effects, drop shadows, and visual styles which completely changed the appearance of the operating system. The number of effects enabled are determined by the operating system based on the computer's processing power, and can be enabled or disabled on a case-by-case basis. XP also added ClearType, a new subpixel rendering system designed to updated start menu in the Media Center Edition exclusive Royale theme, now featuring two columns, improved the appearance of fonts on liquid crystal displays. 21. A new set of system icons was also introduced. 22. The default wallpaper, Bliss, is a photo of a landscape in the Napa Valley outside Napa, California, with rolling green hills and a blue sky with stratocumulus and cirrus clouds. 23. The Start menu received its first major overhaul in XP, switching to two-column layout with the ability to list, pin, and display frequently used applications, recently opened documents, and the traditional cascading all programs menu. The task